Hi, Mark from Whole Latte Love. We're very happy to have Michael Hauck, who's come from Germany. He's responsible for some of the design and engineering of the Profitec machines. Now, we want to talk a little bit about Profitec. Now, I open these things up, and they're different than a lot of other machines I take a look at because they're so beautiful, obviously on the outside, but inside too. What are you really going after when you design a machine?
Thank you to be here first.
Yeah.
It's really nice to be here in your company.
Mm-hmm.
I like to make machines reliable. That means easy to service and easy to open the body.
Mm-hmm.
And the quality which we use, like for the parts, like portafilter, screw pads, is always the first choice, like the first quality. And we don't like to use less quality parts.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed, like, you open them up and the layout, it allows you to get inside and work on things. But say, like, for instance, one thing I noticed right away was, like, on the 500, it is a vibration pump machine, but probably one of the quietest vibration pump machines I ever used.
We're making some tests, like, for example, and we find to solve the problem of the noise, where it happens, and we try to find a way to reduce it. And that's, we design and create the machine.
Mm-hmm.
And and for us, the product is not the outer shelf, not only the outer shelf, but also the inside. And a product needs to be always the same. Like, that means if you open one of the Pro 500, also the next shipment will be built completely the same. And that's, it's a matter, or we think it's shown for design and quality. Yeah.
And you've taken some extra steps to make sure that these are going to be among the most reliable machines out there. I mean, what's an example of one thing you've done that, you know, really is going to make this machine more reliable maybe than some other ones? Yeah,
like for example, we have on the Pro 700, which can be used as a water tank or direct water. We use a valve to change, like it's a freeway valve, but it's a manual freeway valve. It's not solenoid valve. Solenoid valves can, because of calcification or can break down during the lifetime of the machine. And normally, a manual valve, you just open it and close it, and that's it. And that's, for example, one example. We use nice valves, like with the spring inside, so that you don't over-derail it if you open the valve. Yeah, that's things. We like, for example, the Profitec, they have the square pieces on the top, on the cup heater, on the tray, and now we have made the valves to it, like also in a square shape. That it gives a better look of the product.
So there's an aesthetic that continues on the machine.
Yeah, like we always try to improve all the time the product. Right. Yeah, we don't make a product and then leave it like that. We see if we can improve, we improve.
And then there's little touches, like you were telling me before, how like on the cup warming trays, they come off as one piece.
Yeah, like if you use the machine as a water tank model, like with the water reservoir, it's easier to remove the cups as a tray completely instead of removing the cups.
Cover for like the water tank, so you get everything off of there all at once and get that access. You know, and I like, I mean, again, you go inside the machine, you're always using stainless steel for your boilers.
That's correct, yeah.
All the plumbing inside's all copper or braided stainless.
Yeah, copper and brass fittings.
Okay.
That's how it works.
So top notch. Yeah. And then the electronics are all, you know, away from the heat and water. Like those Jacquard boxes are all, you know, behind
on one side
a shield.
With the shield,
And very easy to access, very easy to get to.
Also, comes with the boiler insulation that the heat is not really directly on the box, so it's a bit protected as well.
Nicely insulated boilers.
Yeah. For example, also the boiler isolation which we use is not only for that the heat stay remaining in the boiler, but it's also for the parts, like they don't
to keep the heat away from.
Yeah, that's correct.
Stuff.
Like solenoid valves and other parts, that the lifetime of the machine is longer. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do some other videos. We're going to take some inside looks at each machine and talk about them individually. But Michael, thank you very much for coming and being here.
Yeah, thank you that I have the chance to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The #1 source for everything coffee, WholeLatteLove.com.